Hi everyone, welcome to the Module 4 Alignment Worksheet assignment. For this alignment worksheet, there's going to be several SRS that we're looking at. As you can see in the instructions, it's 2.1, 2.2, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1, and finally 6.1. So each of these SRS is related to something that QM calls alignment, and that's really looking at how the various components of your course interact, work together, and support each other to ultimately help your learners be successful in meeting those learning objectives. So for this assignment, since this is a submission assignment, you're going to actually see your rubric down below here. So be sure that you're looking at this and reading everything that you need to do in order to be successful, especially this one down here on how you're supposed to name your document. So then to get started from there, the first thing that you're going to do after, of course, reviewing those annotations and reading and watching all the learning materials that QM provides, you're going to go to Download and Complete. You're going to see this alignment worksheet document as a link that's going to open in a new tab. Let's scooch this over. So you're going to open this document here. You can see it's going to open up in a new tab. You're going to click File, and you can do one of two things. You can either make a copy if you're utilizing Google Drive to track, maintain, complete your work, or you can always go to Download and open as a Microsoft Word doc. Personally, I'm going to just make a copy, and then you would just rename this. So we're going to make a copy. Then it's going to open your new copy in a new tab so that you can go ahead and edit. Something to keep in mind, so these are the instructions for what to include in these boxes here. And then this here is an example that QM is providing. So if I were to be doing this for my course, I would type in ENG 101, first year composition. Let's say that I'm taking module 2, which is your first reflection. And then what I would do here is I would actually go grab the list of my course objectives from my syllabus that I kind of demonstrated earlier. And I'm going to list those here numerically. Then for the next part, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to take those I'm going to take those module 2 learning objectives, and I'm going to list them here. Something really important to note within these instructions is that you're supposed to have your each module objective should connect and align to a course objective. A module objective should be a smaller, more discrete part of that larger course learning objective. So QM in the rubric or the SRS annotations has a really good example of what that looks like. So be sure to take a look at that. Yours don't have to be perfect. We just want to see what you're doing right now. So if you have learning objectives that maybe aren't measurable, that aren't small discrete pieces in the way that QM would define and look for, put them here anyways, and just make sure that you're including which larger course objective they relate to. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take all the assessments that you do in that module that you're showing, and you're going to put those here. Then you're going to do the same thing with instructional materials, and remember that that's going to be anything that you're using to teach in your course, so videos, podcasts, websites, lectures, PowerPoints. List those out here, and as you can see here, don't just say video. Give the title of the video. Let us know in those notes, like, how does that actually support and connect? You don't have to tell us how it supports and connect, but just let me know exactly like what that is. What is it covering? So you can see here how this writing a bad news letter video is going to connect to supporting communication strategies from here. You're going to do the same thing with learning activities, and remember that activities are defined as pretty much anything that you're doing in the course. So taking, watching videos, reading chapters, taking a practice quiz, listening to a podcast, anything here. So make sure you're listing that all out here. And of course, list out the specific tools that you're using in your module to accomplish that. So for my course, I would say that we're using Articulate Rise, we're using YouTube, we're using Wistia, we're using Canvas, we're using Canvas assignment tool and Canvas quizzes. So you'd list all that here, and then this section here is where I'm going to give you my feedback. But hopefully that gives you a very good overview of exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.